So which home would you buy? If you are shopping for a detached in Mississauga under $1.2 million, I'm gonna show you two detached options, both very close to square one. And the first one is this one right over here. It is listed at 1.130. It's 4 bedrooms, 5 washrooms. This is realistic scenarios of options that I would show my clients. I'm Mata Jaffrey. I'm a real estate broker with Remax. Been selling in the GTA for more than 20 years. And my goal is just to make things simple for you. So let's dive right in to the first property, which is this one, steps from square one. Let's go check it out. All right, so fully detached, single car garage, but it is 4 bedroom and 5 washrooms. So let me just open up the door and then we'll continue the tour inside. Okay, so as soon as you walk in, you can see the layout here. Now this property is about 1,800 square feet. You got the living and dining area on this side, and it is hardwood floors here. You can see it's pretty decent living and dining area. They've done the windows that are newer. That would be your garage door entrance. This is your powder room. Okay, so this is your first option. We're going through it. As you can see, they've redone the stairs as well. And then we'll go through this way. Pretty big eat-in kitchen area or dining room. I guess it would be eat-in kitchen area because there is a separate living space that you could use as a dining room. Here's the kitchen. As you can see, pretty big fridge there. I mean, decent size actually. The stove seems to be brand new. Let's see this here. Brand new stove. Kitchen, the color is a little dated if I'm being honest. This is listed at 1.130, 1,800 square feet. Detached home, steps to square one. Let me show you the backyard here. Backing on to Burnhamthorpe actually. And then you have your front end living space here. All right, so this is kind of the flow you get in this house. For 1,800 square feet, the main floor is laid out pretty good. I mean, the kitchen area is quite massive. So these are like realistic options that you would get in Mississauga for under $2 million. I'll show you the bedrooms upstairs. It's 4 bedrooms, 5 washrooms. So we had the powder room there. So let's see here. I want to show you guys pan around so you can kind of see how the bedrooms are laid out. And then you also have a skylight at the top there. So here's your first bedroom, and then this is 4 bedrooms, right? So you got laminate flooring upstairs in the bedrooms at least. Yeah, the hallway is hardwood floors. Let me just show you guys the hallway. Hardwood floors. This is the second bedroom here. This would be considered your primary bedroom because it does have the ensuite on this side with the stand-up shower. And then you have the toilet behind the door. I don't think we need to see that. Here you go. You got 2 decent sized windows here. And then if we go a little bit further, we have third bedroom. This is pretty small, if I'm being honest. Oh, it goes around. There you go. So it's not that bad. I can't remember if I showed you this bedroom, but let's just take a look here. All right, and then you have your 4th bedroom on this side. So none of them have walk-in closets. That's one thing I don't really like, if I'm being honest. For 1.13, I would walk-in closet, but overall for 4 bedrooms, 5 washrooms. So we have 1 washroom, which was here. We had another washroom in the primary room. We had 1 washroom on the main floor. So how's there 5 washrooms? Well, let's go see the basement now. So something like this, 1.13, there should definitely be room in the price of this one. I don't know how I feel about the garage door entrance being right there, but let's go check out the basement here. Now, just so you know, I'm sure you know when you include the square footage, you're not including the basement, but let me just show you guys the basement here. So you came down the stairs from there. This is kind of, I guess you can say, a bedroom, definitely a bedroom with the washroom on this side. So they actually made 2 washrooms in the basement. Here's 1 washroom. And then you have another washroom with this room. Let me get the light here. Stand-up shower, another washroom here, bedroom here. And then you're gonna go back here. So there's no separate entrance, but you do have a kitchen down here. So you can make a separate entrance if you wanted to. This house does not have the separate entrance as it is, but it does have the kitchen. It has 2 washrooms in the basement, which is a pretty big deal. You don't usually see that very often, 2 washrooms in the basement. And now I'm gonna go to the second detached property, which is also under $1.2 million, but it's close to 1.2. But it does not have 5 washrooms, so let's go check that one out. So now that we're done that, the next property that I'm gonna show you is also at close to square one. That one is a little bit closer to square one. Now, the one that we're going to is listed at 1,199. 4 bedrooms, but only 3 washrooms, but I think it's more updated. So this is kind of where you get to see, do you want to do the updates yourself, pay the lower price, or do you want something that's a little bit more updated? Let's go check it out. Size-wise, I think it's pretty similar. You might be wondering, how am I driving and talking so comfortably? It's because I drive a Tesla and it does self-driving, as you can see here. So that's pretty cool. I just got to push a button once in a while, and I do have to be alert. So I will meet you guys there in just a couple of minutes. Let's see what you guys think and which property would you pick if you were house shopping for a detached under $1.2 million. I'm excited for the second one. I love the Mississauga skyline view that you get to see sometimes when you're driving around Mississauga. It's really developing quite a bit. You could see M3 there, the tallest tower. And this also gives you an idea of kind of where we're at. We're close to Confederation and Burnham Thorpe now. The first one was Credit View and Burnham Thorpe. This is like a standard showing experience when you're shopping for a home. You're gonna see a few homes. If you have a budget, under that budget, some will have everything you need, some don't, some you got to put in the work, like some renovation. Like the first one, I think it looks good on the surface. It is actually updated. A lot of it is updated, but the basement definitely needed work. I'm curious to see how many updates we have in this second one. So property number 2, we are there. I don't know if you can see square 1 in the background. The condos are right there. Might not be too easy to see behind the trees, but this is it. We are at 1.199. Now this one does have an unfinished basement, 4 bedrooms, 3 washrooms. I said it was more updated. Let's see. It is a little bit bigger at 2178 square feet. Let's go check it out. As you can see the walk up, you got the bay window right there. All right, so very cookie cutter layout for these late 80s, early 90s homes. You do have a front coat closet, which is good. And then you have your powder room right here. You have laundry, which gives you access to your garage. I didn't really like how the last unit had the access to the garage right from the family room. This is like your dining room area. I mean, dining room, living room, family room, you could use it whatever you want. You got the standard spiral staircase, which you see in a lot of these 80s, 90s homes. You got your living space here with the bay window that I showed you from the outside. These are laminate floors you got. You have a wood burning fireplace in the family room. Now what I like is that the family room is open. That goes right into the kitchen, and they got the two-tone kitchen. They've tried to do some updates with the cabinets, like I think they just painted it. Appliances are stainless steel, they're pretty standard. Backyard is a little bit smaller on this one, as you can see. So this is 2178 square feet. Unfinished basement. I don't know if there's a point in showing you guys that, but it's just an empty canvas. You could do whatever you want down there. Let me show you the 4 bedrooms upstairs. So we got the powder room here, and then we're gonna go upstairs. They did do carpets on the floors. Not sure why when everything else is laminate. Here's laminate as well upstairs. Let me show you the view like this. Now this is the primary room, another bay window in the back. I do like the size of this primary room. Let me see if I could show you like this. There we go. And then you also have a walk-in closet and a 5-piece bathroom. There's a stand-up shower in that corner over there with the soaker tub. This is the primary room. Let's keep it moving. On this side, you have the second bedroom. Pretty decent sizes. I mean, these rooms are much bigger than the other property, obviously, because it's a bigger home. You got a dated washroom. You need to update the vanity. And then you have bedroom 3, bedroom 4. And this one also has a skylight. There we go. You can see the skylight like that. Now, these are 2 very realistic options for you guys. Under 1.2, I mean, this is just a hair under 1.2, but honestly, there's a lot of room to negotiate. I would assume so, based on what I'm seeing. The other property was 1130. Both need a little bit of work, but these are realistic options for under 1.2 in Mississauga for a detached home. You'll be lucky to get something totally renovated, and if you do, it's probably going to cost you a pretty penny over 1.2 for a detached that's totally renovated. But if you don't mind something that's move-in ready, both options are good to go. If I had to pick between the 2, I don't know, I'll let you guys decide. I'm Mr. Jaffrey. I've been selling real estate in Mississauga and the GTA for more than 20 years. If you want more property comparisons for house shopping, make sure you subscribe and drop a comment if you have any questions about either of these properties or if you want to take a look.